So we are in the very special article of Rabbi Ashlag called Mutual Responsibility. And today we are on verse number 23. Who wants to read for us today?
Sí. Con lo dicho, se aclara a fondo lo que se dijo anteriormente a Item 5, acerca de que la Torá le fue entregada únicamente a la raza de la nación de Israel. En cuanto a esto, no hay discrepancia, dado que el propósito de la creación es obligatorio al género humano, tanto negro como blanco o amarillo, sin ninguna diferencia esencial. Sin embargo, al haber llegado a la naturaleza de las criaturas a las profundidades más bajas, como hemos explicado anteriormente, ¿qué es el amor propio que gobierna por completo a toda la humanidad? No había forma de negociar con ellos y hacerles entender que asuman, aunque solo sea como promesa, salir de su estrecho marco al amplio mundo del amor al prójimo. Salvo la nación de Israel, porque ellos habían estado bajo la
Let's
esclavitud
pause.
del
You know
sal.
what? You know what? Let's pause for a second, okay?
Ok.
Thank you. So he says that the God gave the Torah on Mount Sinai to the people of Israel because only the people of Israel back then, we're talking about 3,300 years ago, only the people of Israel were ready spiritually to receive the Torah. Because what is the Torah? The Torah is basically spiritual work. And God wanted to give the Torah to all the nations of the world, but as it's written that the people, the different nations of the world, they, even though God offered them to receive the Torah, but they refused to accept it. Because back then, they were not ready for such a spiritual work. But Rabbi Ashley says, the responsibility of the spiritual work is for all humanity, Rabbi Ashlag says. Doesn't matter who you are or what's the, as Rabbi Ashlag call it, like say it, doesn't matter what's the color of your skin. Either your the color of your skin is black or white or yellow. Doesn't matter. Every human being in the world, every nation of the world need to understand that they have responsibility for the entire world. Remember, we talked about a person that going into the boat and is drilling a hole in the boat, right? So another person asked him, what do you do? And he says to him, I paid for my part of the boat. Don't tell me what to do in my part of the boat, right? So he's saying to him, he tells him, yes, but if you're creating a hole in the boat, everyone gonna drown. So we need to understand that every human being in the world, we all in the same boat. And if someone somewhere around the world behave in a selfish way, he's creating a hole in the boat, and it's affecting all humanity in a bad way, right? But if someone in the world changes nature and start to behave with tolerance and care and love, what that person does, he fixing the hole in the boat and is helping all humanity, right? So does it mean it's not just the Jewish people need to realize that. Not just the people of Israel need to understand it. Every human being in the world need to understand that we all responsible for each other. The people of Israel on Mount Sinai, they received that knowledge for all humanity. But it doesn't mean that if they receive that knowledge is only for them. They receive that knowledge, so they will teach the entire humanity, every human being in the world, that when you wake up in the morning, you need to understand the entire world is dependent on you. And the way that you live your life, if you live your life with love and tolerance and care, you're helping the world. And if you do the opposite, you're taking the entire world down, right? Every human being in the world needs to understand it. That's why in our time, Rabbi Ashlag came to the world and wrote it in such a book, in such an article that it's clear. It's clear. So people all around the world, including you guys over there in Mexico, that you can understand the message of God to us, what God actually telling all of us. Please, now you can continue, please.
Salvo la
Yes.
nación de Israel, porque ellos habían estado bajo la esclavitud del salvaje reino de Egipto 400 años, con grandes y terribles sufrimientos. Nuestros sabios dijeron, así como la sal dulcifica la carne, los sufrimientos purifican las transgresiones del hombre, es decir, que le traen al cuerpo gran purificación. Además, tenían a su haber el mérito ancestral de la pureza de sus sagrados patriarcas. Ver punto 16. Esto es lo importante, así como lo atestiguan varios versículos de la Torá. Los dos prólogos anteriores nos permiten comprender por qué estaban capacitados para ello, y por eso fueron denominados en singular como está escrito, y acampó Israel ante la montaña, y según nuestros sabios significa como un solo hombre con un solo corazón, pues cada uno de los miembros de la nación se desprendió por completo del amor propio, y su único interés fue el de beneficiar a su amigo como hemos visto anteriormente, punto 16, sobre significado de la mitzvah, ama a tu prójimo como a ti mismo. Resulta que todos los individuos en la nación se unieron como un corazón y un hombre, pues solo entonces fueron capacitados para recibir la Torah.
Thank you. So it says here, the people of Israel, if you read a little bit the Bible, you'd see that the people of Israel, they were slaves in Egypt. They were enslaved in Egypt for 400 years altogether. Means there were less, but anyway, altogether it's 400 years. What's the whole idea of this thing that they were slaves in Egypt? The ancient sages telling us that when a person going through suffering in his life, the suffering that he goes through kind of take away from the from the negativity of the person. So the reason why the people of Israel actually the war 400 years in Egypt went through such a tremendous suffering, right? It's because it needed those sufferings help the people of Israel to clean their consciousness, to clean their heart. What's happening to a person that going through a crisis in his life? Either it's financial or relationship or something like that. It's very difficult, very painful, right? If a person choose to grow from it and not to go into depression, right? If a person choose, it actually make him stronger. It make him more spiritual. It make him a better person. It help him to open his heart. Many times, after people going through crisis or accidents, God forbid, or who knows what, many times people go to study spirituality or Kabbalah because the pain, the major pain that people go through in their life, help them to clean their heart, help them to take away from the darkness covering their soul. So the people of Israel went through a lot of suffering, but it helped them to kind of spiritually clean themselves. So when they came to Mount Sinai after God took them out of Egypt, they could stand in front of God in Mount Sinai and say to God, yes, we're taking upon ourselves to become people that caring for the entire world. We're taking upon ourselves to be messengers of love to the world. Why? Much of it, it's because of all the suffering they went through in Egypt many, many years. And the Zohar says, and it's also for our life. If we, God forbid, go through something in our life, painful, difficult, we can meditate. If I'm already going through it, let it take away, wash my heart, wash my consciousness. The same way that when you do a laundry in the laundry machine, right? It's doing all those cycles and like it's like a whole kind of you know uh, thing that the laundry going through, but eventually the laundry come out clean and nice and clean, right? So we going through process in our life, but the whole purpose of this process is that our soul will be more clean and our heart will be clean, right? So and also Rabbi Ashlag says that uh, the patriarchs means the forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they are the forefathers of the people of Israel, of all humanity, actually, right? And they did. Imagine how much, if you're reading the Bible clearly and carefully, you'll see how much tremendous spiritual work Abraham went through, and so many tests, and so many spiritual elevations, and also Isaac, and also Jacob. So it says that because Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob pushed themselves so much to change their nature, to become pure channels of light, pure channels of love, to give from themselves beyond their comfort zone, to be, like to be pure channels of God. Their spiritual walk of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob affected spiritually their ascendants, their generations to come. The same way that, that, let's say there's a child, so the child receive his DNA from his parents, right? But a child don't just receive this physical DNA from his parents. A child also receive like a spiritual DNA from his parents. He receive a lot of the spiritual attributes that his parents have. So because of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, their ascendants, means their children of children of children of children, they received the inspiration, the energy of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that what helped them on Mount Sinai to say to God, we're choosing to become people that caring for the world. We're choosing to stop to be selfish. We're choosing to dedicate our entire life for the correction of the world. But where they got that inspiration from? From their forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, right? And now they were standing on near Mount Sinai. And again, if you open the Bible, I really recommend to open it and to read it with the translation. And you'll see that it says that the people of Israel were standing near Mount Sinai, like in like one human being, and in one heart. Means it says about them, even though there were millions, few millions of people, but all of them were just like one human being, like one. Imagine a human being, a person, right? If there's something that the body needs, let's say right now, the body needs a lot of oxygen because a person was running. So all the different parts of the body are kind of there in order to support the body. All the different organs, or let's say a person, let's say there's an injury, person got injured, right? And there's there's an injury. All the different systems of the body, either it's the brain or the heart or the lungs or the blood cells, every part of the body have the knowledge and the intelligence. How can we take care as fast as possible to take care of that injury and to make sure that we're stopping it, to make sure that we're blocking it? So God forbid, because if there is an open injury, can actually come infection. And if infection will come into the body, the entire body can die. God forbid. So that's why all the organs of the body are like one organ, taking care and making sure that they're doing everything in their possibility to protect the body, right? The hand or the ear don't say, oh, today I'm on vacation. Today it's my day off, right? Today I'm kind of, I don't feel like. No, every organ of the body running right away to do whatever it can to take care of the body. The body teaching us what does it mean that the entire body walking like one. Eventually, means the people of Israel on Mount Sinai, they realized that we are all one. Maybe we are different bodies, like the organs. We have the heart and the arteries and the lungs and the liver. Yes, different organs, but it's one organ, right? It's one. Also, all the people of Israel, they are different people, but they're on Mount Sinai, they understood they are all one. We have to take care of each other if we want to be happy and be successful. But the truth is that all the people of the world are one. And we all different parts of the same body. And the goal is that every human being will feel and understand that we all responsible for each other. And I'm taking upon myself to do everything in my power to take care of the success of all humanity, right? And he says that on Mount Sinai, every human being got rid of self-love, as we just said before. If the liver or the lungs would say, you know what, I don't feel like, I don't feel like that I receive enough respect, enough salary. If the heart would say, I'm going on a strike, I don't feel like, I'm getting enough salary. Okay, the heart not gonna work. Half a minute, the entire body gonna collapse. The organs cannot say, I don't feel like, give me more attention, give me respect. What about my honor? What about my salary? I'm on duty. I'm here to share, period, right? So the people of Israel on Mount Sinai got rid of that thing called self-love, egoism. What about me? When you're willing to take out from the equation that me, what about me, and just realizing the entire world is dependent on you, and you're willing to do whatever you can in order to spread the light of God in the world. So that's what we want the entire world to understand and to start to feel that understanding, that deep consciousness. And that's what we call in Kabbalah, love the fellow man like yourself. Usually when we hear that concept, love the fellow man like yourself, in our mind, it's a beautiful connotation. Wow, such a beautiful idea to love. Yes, but it's kind of not enough understanding. To love, it's not just like a beautiful concept. Love means you understand that the other person is dependent on you. The world is dependent on you. It's the heart and the lungs and the white blood cells and the red blood cells and the veins and the brain. They say, if I'm not gonna do my job, the entire body not gonna function properly. If there is gonna be even just a little problem with the ears, a person would not be able to walk straight. What causing a person to walk straight and not to fall to the right and to the left? You know what? Because inside the ear, we have like special balance that balance the entire body. So if the ear gonna say today, you know what, leave me alone. I want to be a free organ. I want to do whatever I want with my life. Don't tell me what to do with my life. There's a lot of organizations in the world saying it today. You have a personal life. Do whatever you want. It's your free will. It's your free choice. Do whatever you do in your life. Don't care about what people tell you. What do you mean? The world is dependent on you. You creating a hole in the boat, the entire boat is sinking, right? So when we understand that and we start to live like that, that means that we're following the concept called love the fellow man like yourself. And as we learn in the beginning of the article, if you remember in the beginning of the article of giving of the Bible, we learned that that's the entire Torah. That's the entire message of God. And now we understand that all the different parts of the nation become one heart, become one human being. Only when they understood that, God could give them the Torah on Mount Sinai. When they understood it and really internalize it, God told them, now you're ready to receive the Torah. Because the Torah, it's not just a book. It's not just like 5 books of Moses. Oh, beautiful concept, nice stories about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Moses. The Torah is energy force that a person take this energy in order to reveal the light of God in the world. That's the Torah. It's the light of God that's shining to this world. But if you don't understand that you are a messenger to spread love and light in the world, and you just study the Torah like that's an interesting book, like interesting kind of information. You don't understand what that the Torah is not like that's not the purpose of the Torah. Purpose of the Torah is to give you the strength and the energy and the intelligence that you can spread the light of God in the world. That's why the Torah was given. Right? You want to read another one? What do you think? One more?
Yes, one more.
Yes, please. Go for it. You know what? You know what? We'll do number 24 next time. Okay?
Sorry?
Maybe we'll do number 24 next time.
24, I'm going to write
Yes.
next time. 24 next time.